website and on BBC Radio London. Until then, have a very good morning. Bye-bye for now.
Welcome back. Now, it was in 2014 that ISIS destroyed an ancient shrine in Mosul as part of a campaign of hate. But the destruction helped unveil something rather special.
The tunnels they had built helped bring to light rare inscriptions and carvings which have been captured on film by the BBC and made into a virtual reality tour, which we can all now see online.
We can talk to journalist Namat Kosh now and archaeologist Dr. John MacGinnis, who are with us now. Good morning to you both.
Thanks for coming on.
What is the significance of these tunnels, John?
Well, first of all, for me, MacGinnis, this site in eastern Mosul, is one of the most important sites in the Middle East. It was the arsenal complex of the Assyrian Empire, an empire which in its day was the most extensive the world had ever seen.
So what's in them that can help in terms of archaeology? Give us an idea of the time.
The time period is the 8th century 8th to 7th century BC, and what they found in these tunnels are sculptures and other artifacts dating back to that time. We know from an amazing inscription of King Esarhaddon, who ruled from 681 onwards, that there was a palace built to house the equipment and booty needed by the Assyrian army.
And what's it like down there now, Matt? Because we're going to see, this is part of the virtual tour we're seeing now. I mean, is it, for somebody who works in this line of work, must be like a treasure trove down there?
Yeah, it was fascinating for me. Growing up not very far from there, it was quite emotional to go through these tunnels and knowing that you see all those beautiful sculptures. And to use, I've been to many IS tunnels and they are all claustrophobic and smells of blood, but this one was quite emotional to see these beautiful sculptures and statues are being there, and then it's intact within the tunnel. So it was incredibly emotional for me.
But also, I think what people are realising in the region now is what ISIS, the so-called Islamic State, the damage it was determined to do, to destroy history. And when you were in the tunnels, I understand you were detained, weren't you? Because there were concerns by locals that this was happening again by you and your team.
Yes, so somebody reported to the local police that saying that there is a Western or British company inside the tunnels trying to do some looting, which they came and they arrested us. But after they realized we are just a media organization, a couple of hours later they let us go without any trouble.
Well, that's good news. So, in terms of what is there now, then, John, and what happens to it, is the plan to sort of keep it there and preserve it, or to put it on display somewhere? How does it sort of go from this point now?
Well, at the British Museum and with the Iraq training scheme, which the museum is conducting cooperation with archaeologists from across all of Iraq, we know the director of archaeology in Mosul very well. The plan is to stabilise the site and make it safe, and the next thing is to protect it. As Namak has been saying, the danger from water is very great. And in the long run, I'm sure there will be excavations and huge new discoveries will be made, but the priority now is to protect it from further damage.
That's just a mere taster, thank you both so much, of what you can see. If you do want to explore these tunnels yourself, go to the BBC News website, look for the story on the tunnels to take a tour online. I think you will be pleasantly surprised.
It looks amazing. That is it from us this morning. Join us again tomorrow. We'll be having more on our care series, and we'll be back from 6 o'clock.
Indeed. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Is that the